ancient mythology. South America once recorded such a story. A lion was walking in a field when he was caught by an eagle. Higher and higher. The eagle asked him, "What does the sky look like? What does the earth look like? What does man look like?"
The sky is like a big blue cloth. The earth is like a field. People are like mice.
Another long flight. The eagle asked him again, "And now, what is the earth like, and what is man like?" Now the earth is like a cake. People are like ants. Now, what does the sky look like? What does the earth look like? What does man look like? Now, the sky is like black cloth. The earth is like a basketball. People, I can't see it anymore.
This is clearly a fairy tale. In ancient societies, there's no way a human could fly that high. Until 1961, the Soviet Vostok 1 spacecraft flew out of the Earth for the first time. The pilot was Gagarin. Gagarin was in a spaceship. From the ground up, slowly out of the Earth into space. He became the first people who see space and Earth in full view. Soon after, he returned to Earth successfully. One day he saw the story of the eagle and the farmer. He was amazed. Because before humans flew off the planet, no one has ever seen the whole of the Earth. How could a farmer make the analogy between pot cover and basketball? Did the ancients thousands of years ago? Is it already in space? Similarly, in 1965, archaeologists in India have found a huge stone sculpture. It shows the plains of the Ganges Valley 2000 years ago, drawn entirely from a bird's-eye view. But there were no helicopters. How on earth did people paint him from above? Humans don't have wings now. But in ancient times, the ancestors of man and birds were all four-legged reptiles. Later, there was less and less land, more and more oceans. So, four-legged animals. Some forced into the sea to become fish. Some were forced into the air and become birds. From the ossified remains of some birds, you can still see clearly. There are also small claws on the wings that have not completely deteriorated. Can't fly without wings? No. Back in the early 20th century, some people have witnessed the mysterious floating of the human body. In 1910, the famous British explorer, Peter Arbor, to a mountain temple, saw two monks sitting in front of the door. All of a sudden, the monk's body rose slowly, about 10 meters high and then a long way through the jungle, and a few minutes later, to the ground slowly. In 1986, the American physicist Kalman and the Indian biologist Mibber, exploring the mountains of northern India, met a 60-year-old man. He has been practicing yoga for more than 40 years. At the urging of Kalman and Mibber, old man Mitchell agreed to float. A jet of air was coming from Mitchell hold him up and the body began to spin. Floating for about half an hour, Mitchell slowly descended to the ground. The professor asked the old man, "How did you achieve this wonderful skill?" Yoga old man said, "Must undergo strict spiritual training, only intense concentration, in order to release the great magic in the human body." These words, of course, do not dispel the doubts of scientists. What is the hidden magic in the human body? Why is it possible to break the law of gravity? Science cannot yet explain all the peculiarities of nature. To solve the mystery, it is expected to take many more years. At that point, human technology may be able to truly realize its potential. People might be free to fly. That's the end of the program. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to your subscription. In the future, I will make better works for you. Bye bye.